Hey y'all, so it's been a while since I recorded. I'm now 4 weeks post-op, but life has been lifing. So I'm in a new space. We moved. So within the last 3 weeks, we moved, we packed, we moved. We had a tree fall into our house, our old house, that we had to go and fix, and then it was Christmas and the holidays, and I just did not have time to do anything other than handle life stuff. But I'm going to give you an overview of weeks 2, 3, and 4, and I'll also show you what I look like now, which I'm excited to show you because I look so much different than our last video. So let's start with week 2. So as I said in my last video, I was 8 days post-op and I felt like I had turned a corner. When I hit the 2-week mark, like it was literally day 13, I felt like I turned another corner. Like at that point, I was able to pick up my 1-year-old, which, you know, isn't ideal, but I wasn't carrying him around everywhere, but I was able to lift him from his crib to the floor, from the floor to the high chair, and just be able to do like normal daily activities without as much assistance with our youngest. And I was also almost completely upright by then. I was feeling really good. That's also when my swelling started to decrease a lot. So that was pretty much week 2. I was off of all medication by then. So I had stopped my muscle relaxer, I had stopped Tylenol and ibuprofen, all of that stuff I was done with. And the only remaining, like, I guess, challenge was the soreness. So like I could stand straight more comfortably than I could the week before, but it was still just tight. So not totally comfortable, and I was still sleeping with a little bit of an incline. So I know on the last video I was like, yeah, I'm moving away from the wedge pillows. Yeah, I brought those back because even though I was able to lay more flat, it wasn't comfortable enough to actually get a good night's rest. And so I brought those back, not to sit as much upright as I was. Like the first week I was sitting almost completely upright while sleeping, but at this point it was kind of just like a mild incline, just enough so that way my muscles weren't feeling stretched while I was trying to sleep. So that was week 2, and I have pictures of what I look like in week 2, and I will post them here in a second. Week 3. So, okay, now let's talk about week 3. Week 3 was a game changer, y'all. I was walking really comfortably, being able to get up from a sitting position without like feeling so sore. And at that point, that's when I was really just taking care of our 1-year-old like normal. So I was picking him up, carrying him downstairs from his crib and things like that. Now, at the beginning of week 3, when I first started taking him down the stairs, I would sit at the top of the stairs, put him on my lap, and I would kind of like slide step by step down the stairs because I didn't trust myself to carry him and feel stable walking all the way down the stairs. I could go up, but coming down made me nervous. But by the end of week 3, I was completely like walking down the stairs with him myself and feeling confident about it. Again, the swelling had gone down even more by week 3, and I will post those pictures now. And now I'm at week 4 and I feel so much better. My soreness it's still there, but barely. So I'll stand up to show you. Like, this is not a struggle at all. So I can stand up completely straight. It's still tight, but not painfully so. Not enough to keep me from standing upright. So this is 4 weeks. Okay. Also, I was able to put on a real bra this week. So prior to this week, everything on my sides was swollen, and putting on a real bra felt really uncomfortable. And so I'd been wearing sports bras this whole time. I was really excited to put on a real bra, even though, like, you know, no one really likes bras, but when you're forced to wear a sports bra all the time, it's nice to, like, put something real on and have some shape instead of like the uniboob that sports bras give. So yeah, that was really exciting. I also this week am able to sleep completely flat. So I'm now at week 4, I do not use any wedge pillows. Sometimes I'll use 2 pillows to kind of like give me a little bit of an extra boost, but I'm not sitting up and I don't have anything propped under my knees or anything like that. So I'm sleeping normally in my bed. I can sleep a little bit on my sides, which is nice. And yeah, I feel really good. At week 3, I was able to switch out my tape, the tape that's over my scar. They said that I could either switch the tape out at week 3, or I could just leave it there and wait until my 6-week appointment for them to do it for me. My initial plan was to just wait for them to do it because the thought of taking off the tape freaked me out, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it there. But by week 3, the tape was like falling off on some side, like on the side in some places, and like peeling and folded and just looked gross. And so when I took a shower on week 3, I just kind of like used some soap and kind of pulled the tape off. It did not hurt. It felt like taking a Band-Aid off. So like, it hurt. I wouldn't even say it really hurt. It just felt like taking off a Band-Aid, a really, really long one. And I got to see my scar for the first time. I did not take any pictures of it because it's not really that pretty yet. It's just dark, which is what I expected. When I had my C-section, my scar was dark for a while and then it lightened up. And then I just put new tape on there. It was super easy, and I've been wearing the same tape since week 3. So I'm gonna hopefully be able to keep this one on until my 6-week appointment, when they'll check my scar, and hopefully I'll be able to get rid of the tape altogether by then. What else? Let's see. I'm able to walk around and do normal things, like I go to Target, I can go grocery shopping, things like that. I still don't lift like super heavy things, but our 1-year-old is like 30 pounds. So I lift him and things that his weight or less. I am so, I wouldn't say overwhelmed, but like touched by all of the people who reached out to me after I posted my first video. I was really nervous to put it out there because, one, I was really kind of struggling with feelings of, like not necessarily shame, but kind of, I guess maybe it is shame of getting a cosmetic surgery, even though I do feel in a lot of ways it was necessary. So many women reached out to me saying that they also had a tummy tuck, or that they want one, or that they've been afraid to get one because they don't know anyone who has, or they're afraid of what people might think, or a whole bunch of reasons. And I have been so happy to be able to connect with you all and talk about my experience and really root for you from the sidelines, and really try to help share my journey with you in hopes that it helps you decide what you might want to do. I also struggled with like the messaging that we get often around those of us who've had children, to just be, you should be proud of your body, you should love your body as it is, your body did this really beautiful thing by bringing these children into the world, and what your body looks like now is just evidence of that. And I wholeheartedly believe that. I do believe my body did something beautiful, and I would do it over and over again because I truly, love my children. And I think it's also okay to acknowledge your body doing this beautiful thing and also want to change it. I mentioned this before, but my body felt so foreign to me after kids that even though I did hold a lot of reverence and honor for my body for doing these amazing things, it still didn't feel like mine anymore. It felt like I was kind of like a host. Like I hosted these humans, I brought them into the world, and my body just kind of didn't feel like mine anymore after that. And I struggled with like balancing those two things. And when really there's space for both. It doesn't have to be either or. And I know that resonates with a lot of you who might be watching this video. And I really just encourage you to choose yourself, and whatever that means. If you choose to have surgery to fix whatever it is that makes you feel uncomfortable in your body, I encourage you to do that. And if that's not the right path for you, that is beautiful too. And I love, like, there's no wrong way to go forth, and there's no wrong way to feel about your post-baby body. It's just a matter of what you feel most comfortable doing. I feel like I was very bare bones. Like some people will tell you to go rent a recliner or a medical bed or all this other stuff. I was not doing all of that. I got wedge pillows from Amazon. I got zip front or button front pajamas. So like dresses and things like that. And that is about it. I did not get a lot of special things. I think one thing maybe I would have gotten if I did it all over again was a shower, like a seat for the shower, because I would get tired halfway through the shower. But that's about that. That's all. Otherwise, everything you have around the house is fine. And most of those things are only really relevant the first week and a half or 2 weeks. And after that, you need them less and less. So I would not spend a bunch of money buying all of these new things for your tummy tuck recovery, because you're already spending a boatload of money on the tummy tuck itself. You don't need all of that other stuff, in my opinion. But go nuts. Whatever you want to get, but I don't think you need everything. Now, as a disclaimer, because I knew I was recording this video, I did not wear the Spanx under this, but just know that I'm still wearing those regularly. So I only don't have them on because I'm recording. So here is my stomach at 4 weeks. So I also wore like low rise underwear so you can kind of see how my scar is covered. Like this is where my scar is, and it's covered completely by regular underwear. Okay, so I'm gonna move in closer. You can see I'm still swollen here, and like my hips are swollen, like right this, like from here to here is still swollen, and everything below my belly button is swollen. But as you can see, like my shape is coming back. If I stand straight, this is what I look like. And then if I stand to the side, this is what I look like. So there's still swelling here, you can see. This is me like not engaging my core. If I engage my core, which I could not do pre-surgery, like my core was non-existent. So like the fact that I can even do this is a big deal. And then my belly button, I really love the placement of my belly button. It is, I can't tell how it's gonna heal, like if it's gonna be an innie or like a halfway outie. neither one is a deal breaker for me. Pre-babies, I had a very much an innie. So this would be different if it wasn't like that before, but it's not a big deal to me. So we'll see what it does. But like, this is still like a little fold crease that I'm hoping goes away. I used to have one on this side too, but it's gone away. So I'm imagining this one will go too. So we'll see. One weird thing that I've noticed is that, I guess it's not weird. For the past 6 years, my abs have been like separated to here. It was like a 7-inch gap. So my muscles were all in places that they shouldn't have been. But now that everything has been sewn together, I'm like feeling muscles that I haven't felt in a long time. Like there is a muscle right here that I can literally feel and follow all the way down. Like there is definitely a muscle here. And it's so weird to be able to like recognize them because they've been like, where the hell was this muscle when my abs were separated? I don't know, but it's there now. And yeah, like some of the things that I'm, aside from like feeling comfortable in my clothes again, like being able to wear clothes and not obsess over what my stomach looks like has been such a boost to my confidence, even though I still have a long way to go. But even outside of that, being able to like function normally. Like the things that feel different already are getting out of the bed. I can use my core to sit up and get out the bed. That is something I couldn't do pre-pregnancy or pre-surgery. And also my pelvic floor. So after I had kids, my pelvic floor was really weak. I had I had like bladder issues and all types of things that were just not right after kids. And that has completely resolved since having a tummy tuck, like gone. Because I have core strength again. Like you don't realize how much your core does until it's gone. And I was so used to it being gone that once it was put back together, I forgot how much, like what normal felt like. And it feels so good to be able to like sit up and pick things up and stand and like feel supported by my body because I didn't before. Also, I used to have a lot of mid and lower back pain prior to surgery because, you know, when you don't have a core, you overcompensate for that with your back muscles. And it hurt a lot. And now it's almost completely gone too. Like my back feels normal. And it's just wild to think about how, you know, when I first had the surgery, like at 1 week, they give you muscle relaxers for your lower back pain. And the lower back pain that I had from my tummy tuck pales in comparison to the lower back pain I had before my tummy tuck. So the fact that they were giving me muscle relaxers for this means like I could have probably benefited from muscle relaxers like for the last 6 years. That's how bad my back pain was. And so I'm just really grateful, like, one, to like feel comfortable in my clothes, but like functionally, I feel so much better and I'm so happy. And I know this was a good decision. As someone who always has buyer's remorse, like I do not like spending money. I always have second thoughts after I spend money that like I spent too much. This wasn't worth it. I should return it. I shouldn't have bought this thing. I have not once questioned that about this surgery. It has been life-changing already that like I can't wait until I have the final results. Like when all the swelling is gone, when I can wear, you know, my clothes without wearing Spanx under them. Like it's gonna be so amazing because I feel so much better already. So all of that to say, if you are considering, can you get out? I'm recording a video. It's for YouTube. For myself. Okay. He just told me that my video is boring. Can you close the door, please? Tomorrow I will. Tomorrow I will. Close the door, please. 1. So like I was saying, if you are considering getting this surgery or you have an upcoming tummy tuck, please know that at week 2, so week 1 is the worst of it. It gets significantly better after that. Week 2, you're gonna feel significantly better than you did in week 1. And then once week 3 hits, you are on the up and up. So it's really not that bad. You just have to get through that first week. So, but I'm happy to continue to show you my progress and things like that. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to learn, what you'd like me to talk about, and what would be helpful for you as you consider this journey for yourself or anything like that. So in the meantime, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.